be able to, I think. No. I love when I try to grab somebody and accidentally grab somebody else, and I'm like, that isn't who I wanted, but okay. Sainsley, hamster. I know everybody's coming by to eat. You do. I guess after you play your game, I'll get you to move the benches. Because I just want to move it into the cleaner area. If they slaughter it in here and it's cleaner to begin with, that would be great. Deconstruct these. That'd be fine. And then I can start moving statues and shit in here. Because I wouldn't mind putting large statues like in the corner and shit, and smaller statues in the center. Mind you, what I had earlier where I had the extra bench in here wasn't too bad of an idea, because I can fit 2 additional benches in this room if I want to. Or even 4 out from the center, like in a straight line. That's also possible. That's actually a better shape that way. But I don't want to have extra benches at this time. I think the amount of benches that I've got for butchering is plenty enough. These will get moved when they stop cooking on them. I don't need stuff in here. We'll get rid of that one. I'll probably get rid of the heating and stuff. For now, this has been working great. Eventually, I will have to move that, but not for a bit. Like, this is going pretty good. Like, they're not using all of this. Who's down? Manatee, why? Heatstroke. Are you able to walk? Yeah, cannot walk. Okay, can I rescue you? No. Alright, well, hold your horses, because now you're rescuable. There you go. Can you take her to a proper fucking hospital bed? Thank you. Also, hamster is extremely slow. What's your health? You also have heat stroke, but a bad back. Yeah, carrying a person is not at all an issue for somebody that's got a bad back. I'll tell you what. So, I don't know what happened, but, like, I woke up with a completely fucking locked up back today. And I didn't really notice that I had it until I went grocery shopping. So, I'm trying to get groceries, and, like, we take our own basket and stuff, which is not common around here or whatever. But our basket is able to carry a little bit heavier stuff than, like, the standard kind of Woolies basket you'd get. And so I wasn't really thinking about it, and like, I sent Nick to go grab a trolley at one point, and I wanted to, I don't know, I really fucking wanted tiny teddies, and I had the basket at my feet and stuff, and I went to bend down to get the fucking tiny teddies off, like, the second from the bottom shelf, and it was just a whole heap of fucking no. And I'm like, okay. So I tried again. I got the tiny teddies, and I'm like, yay, small win. I've got the box. And then I realized that the basket's on the floor. And I'm like, oh, fuck me dead. I'm not getting down to this. I'm like, I can't drop it into it because, like, the basket was pretty full. That's why we needed the trolley all of a sudden. But I'm standing there and I'm like, how much do I really want to put this in the basket? Should I just wait for Nick to get back with the trolley, or should I try? I'm like, Obviously, I ended up trying to bend down because I'm like, the only thing that's going to improve my back is flexibility itself. So I started trying to bend. And I probably looked like the most singularly awkward person trying to get down to it. It was so bad. I don't know what I did. But this is just like, I have injuries and shit, and some days they just do stuff. It's just this is what my body does, right? And today was a day where my back's just like, yeah, we ain't bending. It's not a thing on our schedule to do, so yeah, I don't know. That was pretty awkward. But then we got to the checkout, and my back had been really good the whole rest of the time because I didn't have to bend for any of the other items. We had a trolley at that point, so I didn't have to bend for, like, the basket or anything either. And like, the cashier guy, like, refilled our basket after, like, obviously scanning it and stuff, and I didn't think about it. And I lifted the basket, and I kind of forgot that it would be heavier than a bag would be. So I lifted it, and immediately my entire back just, like, everything just engaged at once. And I just had probably, like, the most, like, you know how you get, like, cartoons where, like, you get, like, a cute little animal that has, like, a little X for a mouth, and it's, like, profusively sweating and stuff? I'm pretty sure I had that expression just plastered on my face because, like, holy shit. Yeah. it was a lot heavier than my back was ready for, and I'm like, oh yeah, in the space of like shopping for like less than 20 minutes, I've already forgotten that my back's fucked. So that was something. You know, Hamster Mate, if you actually went through this little corner here and brought him into the hospital that way, they probably won't die of heat stroke. Hamster's fine. I'm trying to select Manatee. It's serious, and they're only going to get like doctor's care. So I need something that's a little bit faster than that. Camrod's pretty fast. Can you drop them? I'll grab Camrod. Because I think by the time you get them to hospital, it's going to take too long. What is wrong with you? What do you need? You just have a bad back. I don't have a spine spare, unfortunately, I don't think. Or do I? Snuggles wolf blush, wagging tail happily, brushing face against fur. No. You're snuggled in there, Viking. Very cute. I'm trying to see if I've got a spare spine laying around. Nah. I don't have any spare spines, unfortunately. I was hoping I did, but I knew I didn't. Lane's on an insulting spree because of darkness. Love, it's been dark for a long time. We're only just getting light in here. Goes under soft blanket, curling up, snuggling wolf blush. Waiting till happily continues brushing face against fur. No. Oh. I don't know what to do with that, Viking. You know, I actually had to get a fucking soft blanket out the other day because we cleaned the fucking air conditioner vent. Like, we cleaned the house, and like we normally leave like the air conditioner and shit running while we're doing that because it's hot as shit in Australia, right? And this is one of those cases where, oh, I don't want to grab that. This is one of those cases where the air conditioner obviously like filled up with shit, and so as a result of that, we kind of like cleaned out the air conditioner vent, and now it's blowing at an extreme fucking level, and it's so fucking cold. And I'm like, it's summer, or nearly summer, and I'm like, it's so cold, I need a fucking proper blanket. Okay, that's as good as I can get for the moment. I'll have to select the other ones individually, but I actually want to make these like a dark blue. Kind of looks alright. I kind of wanted that to pop a lot more than that. I don't want to make it a light blue or anything. I don't want to make it dark. I'm already on like the lightest spectrum of light. I think that's kind of okay. It looks alright. Alright, I can work with that. I'm just going to have to copy a couple of these lights. That colour. Because there's a couple here I just could not select for the fucking life of me. There we go. That one and this one. I am enjoying playing with this light system. I used to enjoy trying to mix the, you know, the red, blue, and green and white lights. That used to be like you could choose colours and make stuff out of that. But yeah, this has been kind of fun too. Somebody's mentally broken in that group, but they've only got 37 leather. Where's the other group? Hold up. Oh wait, they're ready to go. You guys don't have all your potatoes. How are you going to make all your sales without that many potatoes? They're missing nearly 300 potatoes, but this is fine. If they've got all 3 people here, they're just going to have to wait outside. Because the other caravan's not ready yet. Somebody's mentally broken. But it's like basically almost ready to go. Like, what do they need? Light leather. If we have spare light leather, that wouldn't be really too much of a problem. This might make seeing an issue. It's fine. That's guinea pig stuff. Yeah, this is definitely going to make my storage rooms. Oh man, I didn't immediately think of this. But yeah, it changes the color of everything I'm seeing in here, so I can't automatically tell what something is. That's fine. I'll adapt. That's hilarious. I don't know why I didn't immediately just think of that. I love coming across stupid shit like this because it's like, what was I thinking? Caravans formed. It's on the map. Cool. You guys are going a really, really long way. Can you guys just wait for the other group? Because you guys don't actually have the shit that I want to sell. And I don't actually know if I loaded, think about it. Did we even load the guns for this? I bet it didn't. Nope. I wonder if I sold them. Hold up. This is actually a legitimate question here. I sold a bunch of guns too. Can you imagine? Let me change that over. No, I still got 15. Good, good, good. I'm back and tired, boss. Oh man. You're on the Green Mile, I understand that. Oh, all that soldering. Is it over and done with though? Can you actually rest at the moment, Keelan, or have you still got more stuff you gotta do? I need a ASAP caravan to join this group like right now that actually has the guns. Because otherwise this is going for a very, very long journey. Can't remove this waypoint. Yeah, no, I don't want the waypoint there in the first place. There, that'll do it. Okay, I need like, well, not lasagna. Lasagna's pretty slow. Maybe Dan? Dan and Kit Kat, you're going for a caravan. I'll see if you can carry all the guns. Otherwise, I'll get you an animal to take with. But yeah, let's quickly find all these guns if I can. It's what, 6, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Alright, there's all 15 of the guns. I'm gonna leave the silver here. We're at max capacity. This is good. You don't have any food, but the rest of the caravan does. So, yeah, this will be great. I'm sure it allocated some food. I didn't disable that, but yeah, I need them to catch up. Let's give in 2 more Christmas lights. This time, the new ones. This time the new ones was asked to switch them from battery power to being powered by a phone charger. That's pretty interesting, though. Frustrating, but that is pretty interesting. I didn't know, like, I didn't even consider the fact that, like, these days you could, like, change to, like, the phone charger type thing. Like, phone charger as in, like, I guess, like, not USB, but, like, yeah, no, I guess there's, like, a fucking billion kind of plugs that you can get for, phones, isn't there? Yeah. It's alright. No, that sounds pretty interesting, though. Sucks. It sucks that you had to do more because, like, it already sounded horrible what you had to do, but, you know, at least, like, hopefully that's it. Like, how many family members have got Christmas lights that need, like, tending to? Stable needs chairs. No, we're working on those. We're working on them. Have we still got a heat wave? No? Oh, thank goodness, the heat wave's over. Nice. Shit can cool the fuck down. Okay, well, as we get the components, I have 4 air conditioners that need, I guess, 3 components each. That one's technically 5th. So, seeing any components in here. So I'm guessing that they're taking them and using them on other stuff. Let's have a quick look around. None of the beds in here are set to do. This one, hold up. I reckon I want the bed replicated here, but I don't want them to build it. They obviously started rebuilding it. There we go. Alright, they'll do. I just don't have many components, and I'm guessing that they're getting used in places. This isn't bad. I don't mind it mixing with the pink. It actually kind of looks cool. But this mixing with, like, the blue makes it look a little bit weird by comparison. Well, text incoming permission is sent. Yes, of course. You always have that permission, Keelan. But I do appreciate that you ask anyway. The funny thing is, like, occasionally we end up having, like, massive conversations, and, like, every so often I'll end up, like, behind a bit. So just everyone have patience. I'm also going to have some water too. I'm also going to try to do my best to take care of my voice this week. This is why I'm not streaming Wednesday and Thursday, so that I hopefully can retain my voice, because, like, I'm not sure if I'm going to be talking the entire 12 hours on Friday, but knowing me, I probably will be. So, yeah, the extra time resting it will matter. How are we going? Are you guys finished? Loading? Who's mentally broken in this group? Gura is, what are you doing? A psychotic wandering. That's really fun. I could swap out Gura, actually. Hold on. I don't need you to go for this caravan. You can go out of this group. Marjot's got to go. Shizuka could go for a walk. Shizuka's quite capable of a lot of things. She could add to Caravan 1. Hey, my trader's arrived. Nice. Let's go have a look at that. I had to get type 2 C inputs. Hold up, let's find this. Where are you? I don't know if my group's left yet, so I might be able to get Corpsey over here. I think he did leave. This is alphabetical, I think. Let me just quickly see if I've got Corpsey for this. Yeah, I do. Nice. Alright, he hasn't left yet, and he's currently awake, so this works for me. Can you come over here? You let me trade? And I'll trade with the other group in a moment. I'll dismiss this group after I'm done. That way they get the fuck out of here. And I'll have to find Labia. I'll find her manually, that should be fine. Yeah, so C input slots, holes. And Cat English brain is off. It's fine. I have to rip the internals of the power box out. File the switch hole a little bit. Small hand file to press the C types into plastic box. I did not have capacitors or resistors to make a proper circuit. Or I can't say the word, I can't fucking pronounce it. Potentiometer? Close enough. To screw it into the box to make the brightness turnable, so it's just wired plus to plus and minus to minus, so it's not perfect, but the modern phone charger will figure it out. Nice. I still think that's amazing though. I think he did a good job. I doubt, like, there probably is, because you know the internet exists and stuff, but there's probably tutorials for this shit, but I still think that's a pretty solid job for that. I'll get you to go talk to the slot Labia. Get you to talk to them and then dismiss them. Who have we got in here apart from an octopus, which is amusing to me? These guys should be far enough into the base that when they drop stuff, I hate that they brought all their animals through my building. Like, they could have come through here. That is a thing that they could have done, but if they drop the stuff inside, it's not going to matter too much. So I'll send a photo of this cursed thing into your Discord tomorrow because I ain't getting up anymore today. No, that's fine. Just throw it in the IRL channel. I'd be pretty keen to have a look at it. Meow the Viking. Exhale happily lifting paw. Or curled up under blanket. Snuggling wolf plush. No. What's a plug hole called in phones where you plug the charger? Like a socket? Is that what you're talking about? Because, like, that's what I would think of. I know that there's a proper term for it, but that's just what I think of. I guess because, like, a port, it would also be a port. Because, like, on a computer, for instance, a lot of, like, what you plug into is ports. I just think on a phone, it's more like a socket, like, you know, an aux socket and stuff like that. Like, that's what I think of. It's more like electrical kind of fucking terminology, I guess, than, like, computer. Even though they're both electrical, I don't know. Yeah. But either one of those two are fine, I guess. Completely blanked out of my brain in all three languages I speak. It's fine. Look, I've heard that happens. The more languages you sort of speak, the more likely you are to just accidentally forget a specific word. Also, is Corpsey coming over to do this trade or what? Yeah, there he goes. Dismissing... Yeah, no. Forming caravan, trading with... Ran. Good. It's forming caravan, then he's trading... I don't know if he's going to trade before he leaves, but I guess he looks like that's what he's doing. If they dismiss them as, like, the first thing, I would be so fucking annoyed. I'll just save it now, just in case he actually just dismisses it. I know he's got a queue, but I just want to see what happens here. There's a socket, that's the word, or port too. Literally flashbangs itself out of my mind. Every language to speak, it's fine. Look, I literally saw, I don't know if you saw it in Discord in, like, the LOL channel. I posted, what do you call it? Reshared, like, a Instagram thing I saw, which was like, you know when, like, your brain, you have a thought and then it leaves your brain and it's as if you've never had a thought in the first place kind of thing. It's like that. Like, I know exactly the feeling because like it happens all the fucking time. I'll be thinking something and then it's gone. And like, I don't know what it is. The funniest thing is like when I'm streaming, it's sometimes nice. I can go back and listen to the VOD and I can sometimes figure out based on what I was saying leading up to it. I can remember what I'm saying most of the time. So when I actually encounter the word, I know immediately what it was that I was about to say, but it doesn't always happen that way. Sometimes I will never find the word again. And that's when I'm just like, I guess it was never meant to exist, you know? But yeah, no, I know what you mean. I obviously don't have like the multiple languages issue, but I imagine that complicates shit, you know? Oh, you guys have steel. You guys have a bit of steel, actually. That's pretty good. Look at you. You got the VOD to go back you up. Yeah, well, the other thing, too, is remembering where in the VOD it is. Like, I'm pretty good at this. I don't know why, but, like, my memory's pretty good at remembering roughly where I was and what conversation, where on the map I was looking at, and about how far into the stream I was. Even if I don't mark it, I can usually find it again pretty easily. But, generally speaking, for remembering conversational stuff, I'm pretty good at that too, because like I used to, so this was actually a natural routine that I used to have, was after working all day, I would recap my entire day's worth of work and every single conversation I had had for the entire day over in my head for the consecutive next 8 hours after working to remember absolutely everything that had happened in the day and potentially also just see if there was anything that I missed. Every so often I'd pick up on something that I'd forgotten or had overlooked, but like I already do that as a natural habit. And it's taken a long time to get me to stop doing that because I know that's some kind of unhealthy thought process thing or whatever that people do. But yeah, as far as retaining random information out of the blue, that's why I've got that. So yeah, if it ever comes across weird that I just remember something and I shouldn't probably remember it, that would be why. I probably haven't done it actively, but I don't know if Corpsy's going to dismiss you. No. Oh no, they did dismiss him. That guy fucked off. Where's the rest of them going? They're all just standing here. Jesus. Lol. Honey. Yeah, no, the loading brain. Love it. Yeah, no, I know I used to do that a fair bit. So basically imagine working 8 hours and then spending the next 8 hours recapping your whole entire workday and every conversation and stuff and every interaction. Like, I must admit, it did make it pretty efficient for me not to forget shit. And if I ever needed to recall a situation or something like that, I could normally recall it pretty much word for word. It was one of those, like, unnecessary talents, I guess you could call it, if you want to call it a talent in the first place. Where is Labia? Is she coming up from behind or something? She was out in the field. Where are you? I was sending her over to trade with these people. Oh, there she is. She must have caught up with them. No. That's one of them superpowers that sounds more like a curse than a blessing 99% of the time. It really is 99% of the time more of a curse because, like, sometimes the 8 hours falls into when you're trying to fall asleep and then you're just laying there wide awake, very, very consciously aware of, like, your entire day's, like, still going. It's still, like, still recapping. And, like, you know, you're spending time, you're having a shower and you're still recapping some conversation. Like, it can get awkward pretty fast. But, like, I don't know. When it comes down to it, if I've got to, like, ever, like, had to stand my ground and like, argue a case or something like that against, like, co-workers and customers and shit like that, I could normally do it. I would normally be fine because, like, if nothing else, I normally had, like, pretty good integrity. Only trusted with, like, generally not being, like, scungy and lying and stuff like that. And I tended to remember a lot of stuff, not just about my stuff, but, like, also, like, a lot of my coworkers relied on my memory as well. So I'd have people out of the blue walk over and be like, hey, I can't remember what I did with this, or I can't remember where I last saw that. Do you remember? And I'd be like, yeah, like 3 weeks ago you put it on top of that and you haven't been back to it, or something stupid like that. It was always something stupidly, why do you remember that? But yeah, I'd find that it was really useful at times like that. It was almost like a party trick in a sense, but not, you know, I don't know. It's just one of those like strange things to be able to do. I want to kind of keep the females if I can. I don't need to take all their money. It would let me do my floors, but there we go. They'll do it. You guys can take that and I'll take a little bit of your food. They'll do it. I don't know. It's kind of good if you've ever got to like recount something later. I know that like there's definitely going to be people that say that like, oh, memory's not like 100%, like looking back on something, it's not going to be like as perfect as like when it happened and stuff. But generally speaking, I do remember things a lot better than like most of my peers, so I think I'm okay. Hey, they're leaving. These guys go outside. Like, they haven't got all the leather. I think I sold it, so they can't take that. But if they're all gonna go, where is my other people? What was that? Dan's caravan. Dan with the guns and Keelan? What have you got? Yeah. You guys got the guns. Can I get you guys to merge? Thank you. Alright, they're still resting for the moment. I almost left without the guns that I need for the trade that, you know, I'm purposely doing a caravan for. I mean, it wouldn't be the first time I arrived at the location. Like, the only thing I could do with that is I could transport pod myself to things, but it's only going to help me so much, you know. Memory is a lot more weird for, what's it? For the first, like, week or two, I can't remember what happened at all. Literally blank space, aside from something I'm really focused at, and then it catches up. That's kind of cool, though. At least it does kind of, like, catch up in the end. It's like, some people don't even get that. Sometimes it's just, like, you know, it's one of those, like, you can't remember what you did for, like, the whole week or the weekend or something like that out of the blue. But you can remember years and years ago, like, some of this stuff just never commits fully to, like, long-term memory. You know, so at least yours does. I don't know if all these don't have power. I guess I don't have power going down the center. Yeah, I didn't think so. We'll fix that up. And after a week or two, a week or two passed, I remember everything in the tiniest details, just like you. Nice. I think mine is more so because I kind of, like, force focus myself to remember shit, I find. I think mostly, if I didn't try to actively remember stuff, I probably wouldn't remember everything, but I do kind of, like, remember the smaller shit, even if I'm not trying to actively remember it. Like, you know, like, all the conversations and stuff that we have and whatever, I don't actively try to remember that. I have long since, like, tried to get myself to stop doing that kind of thing, right? And I still retain a lot of it. This is why, like, out of the blue, like, I'll have somebody come in after, like, months, and I will recognize the name. I will roughly remember what we were talking about. Like, I may not remember everything, but, like, I remember a lot. And, like, I find it, more often than not, it comes across as probably creepy, because I just remember so much. But, like, I sort of, at least from my perspective, I just find it as, like, some kind of weirdly endearing trait that I've got, that I can generally just remember everybody, you know, which is kind of nice. Because, like, I don't know, I think it's generally nicer to be remembered in the mind of somebody somewhere than, you know, to be completely a transient, anonymous kind of in passing conversation. Mind you, that may not necessarily be what the person wants, but I'll remember it. I also didn't want my electrics to come down here like this, but this will do. We'll get some power throughout this place and should be able to connect all of it this way. Everything should be able to reach something. I do think that that could have been almost able to reach, but I don't want to risk it. Once we've got power through here, this whole place should light up really nicely. And I've got to pick a color. We got like dark blue, almost purple down here, honestly. But that's looking nice. I haven't got lights in here yet. I don't even have the air conditioner yet. We've been working on this for a while. We'll get it eventually. We got floors coming through, which is nice. What's this caravan? Corpsey, you look like you're the other half of this big caravan. Cool. Alright, well, you guys are